Welcome to the age of the gig economy. Transformative shift that's redefining our traditional understanding of work. The term gig economy might seem like a buzzword, but its implications are far-reaching. We're witnessing a paradigm shift where freelance, part-time, and short-term work are not just the refuge of those between jobs, but a viable career choice for many. But if the gig economy is such a panacea for the shortcomings of traditional employment, why hasn't everyone thrown caution to the wind and plunged into this new world? The answer is complicated, so let's dissect the allure and the apprehensions surrounding this phenomenon. The most compelling argument for the gig economy is undoubtedly the freedom and flexibility it offers. Imagine a life you are not confined by the rigid structure of a 9-to-5 job. You can work from a beach, set your schedule around your family's needs, or take midweek vacations and work on weekends instead. For millennials and Gen Z, who value work-life balance and detest the living for the weekend mentality, the gig economy seems like the perfect solution. It promises not just flexibility in work hours, but also the type of work you can undertake. But freedom is never free, is it? The flip side of the coin is uncertainty. Unlike traditional jobs, where a steady paycheck and a slew of benefits are almost guaranteed, the gig economy offers no such comfort. In fact, the lack of a financial safety net is perhaps the most significant deterrent for many. There are no healthcare benefits, no paid leaves, no retirement plans. You're essentially your own HR department. And that means the burden of taking care of administrative tasks you might not be ready for. It's a constant hustle, and the stress of not knowing if you'll be able to pay the bills at the end of each month can overshadow the benefits of flexibility. The gig economy is not a level playing field. Some skills are far more lucrative than others. A freelance software developer or a legal consultant can command impressive hourly rates. But what about those who offer services that are less specialized? For gig workers at the lower end of the pay scale, the freedom of the gig economy can become a bitter illusion. And that's not even factoring in the competition. The gig economy is open to everyone, which means it's also prone to market saturation. In a saturated market, the demand for services decreases and the service providers find themselves in a race to the bottom, slashing their rates to attract clients. Work is just not about earning a paycheck, it's also a social activity. Traditional workplaces offer a sense of community, shared purpose, and even friendships that can last a lifetime. In the gig economy, the story is quite different. The freedom to work from anywhere often translates to working alone, which can be isolating. Over time, this solitude can lead to loneliness, anxiety, and even depression. The lack of a support system, both emotionally and professionally, is a psychological cost that's hard to quantify, but it is indeed very real. Despite these challenges, it is impossible to dismiss the gig economy as a fleeting trend. It's here to stay, and it's evolving. Innovative platforms are emerging that attempt to offer freelancers the best of both worlds. These platforms provide not just work opportunities, but also essential benefits like health insurance and retirement plans. Co-working spaces are sprouting up globally, offering freelancers a sense of community and shared resources. There's even talk of unionizing gig workers to give them a collective voice and bargaining power. That society is beginning to adapt to new realities of gig work, gradually ironing out the flaws and shortcomings of the system. One can't discuss the gig economy without acknowledging the role of technology. Platforms like Uber, Airbnb, Upwork are the backbone of this new economic landscape. These platforms use advanced algorithms to match supply and demand, offering real-time solutions that traditional employment models just can't provide. But technology is a double-edged sword. While it has democratized access to work, it has also led to always-on culture. For gig workers, the line between work and personal life can get blurry, leading to potential burnout. How does the gig economy fit into existing labor laws? Not very neatly. Governments around the world are grappling with how to regulate this new workforce. Traditional employment laws don't often apply, leaving gig workers vulnerable to exploitation. On the flip side, overregulation could stifle innovation and limit opportunities. It is a delicate balance, and policymakers are still figuring it out. In the gig economy, you are your own brand. That means marketing yourself efficiently, building a solid presence online, and even investing in personal development. While the freedom to choose projects is liberating, the need to constantly sell oneself can be exhausting. Branding isn't just about logos and websites, it's about creating a reputation that can sustain your gig career in the long run. Let's talk money, shall we? Financial planning in the gig economy is a whole different ballgame. Variable income means budgeting becomes more complex. It's vital for gig workers to have a robust financial strategy, encompassing emergency funds, investments, and even taxes. And yes, retirement planning is something you should be thinking about now, not later. Have you ever thought about the gig economy's footprint? It's just not about digital, it's physical too. Think about all those delivery drivers, gig-based transportation services, and the energy consumption of remote work setups. While the gig economy can reduce costs for business, its environmental impact is a concern that's only beginning to get the attention it deserves. The gig economy isn't restricted by borders. It's a global phenomenon offering opportunities and challenges that vary by region. In developing countries, for instance, the gig economy can be a lifeline, providing access to income that might otherwise be unobtainable. However, it also raises questions about fair wages, especially when dealing with international clients. The gig economy has the potential to be a great equalizer, offering opportunities regardless of age, gender, or background. However, like any system, it's not immune to biases. Ensuring that the gig economy is inclusive and fair is an ongoing challenge that requires conscious effort from all stakeholders. The gig economy, it's a new world with layers of complexity that can't be easily summed up. One thing is clear, the gig economy is shaping the future of work and life in ways we're still trying to fully comprehend. Whether you embrace it or remain skeptical, its presence is undeniable, and its impact is far-reaching and it's here to stay.